I'm honored to invite James Morehead, a poet laureate from our own city of Dublin, author of Canvas, Portraits of Red and Grey, and a Plague Doctor, host of the Viewless Wings Poetry Podcast, founder of Viewless Wings. He will be reciting poetry from his own portfolio. Give him a big hand, guys.
Excited to be here. I'm the Poet Laureate of Dublin, California. So what does a Poet Laureate do? Well, Poet Laureate represents the literary arts in the community. It's a volunteer position. I'm in my second term as Poet Laureate. And it's been a tremendous joy bringing poetry into the community at a number of events throughout the year. So I'm going to share a few poems that I've written, some for the city, some for my books that I feel blend into the joy of community from this event. So I want to thank the Rotary Club for inviting me to participate in this wonderful event today. We have perfect weather.
Do you know what is the name of the
So I'm going to start by reciting a poem that I wrote celebrating the 40th anniversary of Dublin. At the Crossroads. 2 decades ago, we drove over the Sunol grade, our move out west a blur. A colleague suggested Dublin, no more familiar than the collage of cities between Oakland and San Jose. We made our new home here on a parcel carved from rich clay soil, surrounded by immigrants like us. A diverse chorus of voices, languages, and cultures. In time, neighbors became friends. We learned about the Moequa Ohlone surveying hills and valleys for 10,000 years, and of missions and prospectors, their names embossed on school signs from Murray to Fallon to Kolb. We felt Dublin winds soar over Schaefer Ranch, Pacific fog in tow, basked in midsummer's endless blue, and awoken to mountains draped in white by a fierce winter storm. We've argued at board meetings, as families do, passionate and proud, then reconciled in churches and playgrounds, in backyards and bleachers, and shoulder to shoulder cheering Irish dancers and marching gales in an emerald parade. We held hands in prayer as loved ones passed or drifted away, yet we'll always be here gathering at the crossroads for the promise of tomorrow. Thank you. Thank you. All right, so now I'm going to switch to a poem from my most recent book, The Plague Doctor. And this poem was written for a friend of mine who was going through a really difficult time after the passing of her father. And I sent her a bouquet of flowers via email as a poem. An inbox of bloom. I'm sending you these lilacs bound in tufts, 100 petals bursting outward in purple to festoon your inbox. Flowering stems of lavender, richly scented to swaddle fears. Breathe deeply now, just breathe. Of course, a rose, of course, a bouquet perhaps, or simply one protected by a staff of thorns. Click inside and you will find some tulip bulbs from far away, the Netherlands, where they stayed, safely storing, awaiting spring. Hidden deep among these blooms, you'll find a clutch of wildflowers, each one given a distinct name: fiddleneck, primrose, and yarrow. And finally, in this bouquet, an orchid with its labellum, regal, ever on display to rule the others through the day. And as I think of this celebration that has brought everyone together at this event, I immediately think of the beautiful colors of wildflowers and flowers. So the next poem I'm going to read, also from my latest book, The Plague Doctor, is actually going to be set to music by my mom. She's a classical composer. And it's going to be a trio of singers. The moment before totality. Trio for sun, moon, and earth. Sun. They pray to me, Ra, Majek, and Inti, in fusion-born 10 billion to burn 10 billion years in stone temples under my golden hue. Moon. They fear you, yes, but adore me, naming imperfections Mare Insularum Copernicus, sea of tranquility. Sun. I hold the earth imprisoned in my grasp, and when I die, all shadows will collapse. Moon. Earth holds me close, and so I pull their tides. They call to me, Huu, Luna, and Chandra. Earth. Enough, for when we all align, a cooling rush, no fear, only delight. All right, I've got a couple more things to share. Given the beauty of this event, I thought I would also read a poem from my first book, Canvas, that I wrote for my wife, Mary. And for all the husbands out there, it is definitely an advantage to be a poet when you are married. An unfair advantage. Beauty for Mary. I saw beauty towering above a cumulus top, storming over verdant hills, caressed by passing gales, and an emerald figure vanishing. I could only watch. I saw beauty resting in dimming light, your head held still on a slender palm, stories told with moistened lips, slight and shimmering. I could only listen. I saw beauty in sleep like death, so calm yet breathing still, tucked out of sight in twilight's shadow. I could only feel. I saw beauty deep inside your pupils' ochre rings, passion cloaked by solitude unyielding. Rainbow shades I could see but never touch. Dreams that awaken me drenched, but I cannot recall. And a whisper in the air so sweet, infectious, pure, that I searched the earth's crevasses for just one breath. I saw beauty, and it was you.
Thank you.
Thank you. And then one more to go. And this is a poem I wrote for the opening of the Don Biddle Community Park along Dublin Boulevard. An incredible park. We are blessed in this city. If there's any City of Dublin council people representatives still here, we are blessed with wonderful parks. So I'll finish up with a Saturday painted in Dublin green for the grand opening of Don Biddle Community Park. At dawn, shadows scatter, chased by California sun over Altamont Pass, waking trees and trails and a red ribbon waiting. There are speeches and thank yous while children tug their parents' hands. With a snip and a flourish, the ribbon falls. Squealing siblings race to slides. A jogger with earbuds bouncing passes two lovers strolling hand in hand. Rackets are strung tight for serve and volley. Basketball gripped for 3-on-3. A group of friends meet for morning Tai Chi. More arrive in numbered jerseys with a catcher's mitt or cricket bat, soccer cleats or t-ball stand. Families in lawn chairs sink into grass, cheering their favorite team, while a pair of corgis wrestle nearby. This canvas, dipped in Dublin green, is ready to be painted with fresh memories of laughter, of play, of community. Then shadows creep, opening day retreats beyond the San Francisco Bay. Silence settles, all retire, resting until tomorrow. Thank you very much.